Happy New Year. My name is Jason, and welcome back to J&W Fit Life. And today, I had my mind kind of set on talking to you guys about the specifics on goal setting, making your goals smart, meaning um, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time sensitive. Right. So I'm going to breeze through this really quick because I do have some other things. I do have some other things that are truly on my mind, right? So specific. You don't want to just say I need to get my life together, right? That is not specific at all, right? What about your life do you want to get together, right? Is it you want to lose weight? Do you want to uh, purchase a home? Do you want to um, spend more time with your family or a specific family member? Do you want to run faster? Uh, are you trying to get your diploma or graduate certificate or complete some other task? Right? Get your driver's license. What do you want to do? What is it that you need to get your life together? Smart, specific, and measurable. So, whatever this goal is, it needs to be measurable, right? So, if you're trying to lose weight, you definitely need to hop on the scale. So, I can't tell you how many times, I talk to people and they say they want to lose weight, but they don't want to step on the scale. You have to step on the scale, right? Because you have to have a starting point. So, if you're starting a journey, you're going across the country, right? How do you set your direction if your GPS doesn't give you your starting point, right? So you can say, okay, I'm going to Texas, but my GPS puts my starting point in, let's say, Florida, and I'm currently in South Carolina. So if I'm in South Carolina and my directions are sending me from Florida to Texas, I'm going to have a hard time getting to Texas, right? So you have to create that starting point. You have to jump on that scale. So your goals have to be measurable, or else you'll never know if you get there. You'll never know if you're on the right track, right? So if you're budgeting for something, write those numbers down so you can know where you are as far as getting close to your goal or further away. You can stay on track. Attainable. This is the tricky one, right? Because I truly believe that everything is within your grasp, right? So, but when we talk about the goal itself, right, and we start talking about the time period of the goal and uh, the amount of weight you're trying to lose or the amount of money you're trying to save, right? You have to write these things down. You have to calculate these numbers a little bit. You have to do a little work and make sure that your goal is attainable, relevant. So this is also another tricky one. So your goal that you set should be relevant to your overall goal, right? So it seems like I'm sending you in a circle here, but you have a life, you have goals in your life. All right. So as a father, I want to make sure that my kids, they grow up to be the best people that they could be, right? And I'm going to do everything in my power to make that happen. So when I create a goal, I don't want that goal for myself to interfere with the goal, with my overall goal of making sure that my boys become the best people that they could be. So if my goal is starting to take if I see that my goal will take too much time away from them, then I have to start rethinking my goal. It's no longer relevant to my overall goal. So if I want to go drive trucks, and these routes that I'm on are going to take me away from home for 3 months, right? That's a huge chunk of my time that I'm taking away from my boys, that I cannot fulfill my overall goal. One of my overall goals, which is for them to be the best people that they can be, right? So I want to be there for that. So your goal may be a little different. Maybe your goal would be to, make a specific child or a specific person more independent, right? So you'll be okay with, being away from them for a little longer, so it just depends on, what your goals are, and how you choose to align your overall goals with your New Year's resolutions or your smaller goals, right? So relevant and time specific. You have to put a due date on it. Putting a due date on it kind of makes it real, right? That's like the period behind the sentence. It makes that goal real. So if I wanted to say, all right, well, I need to get a driver's license, and I'm going to get one this year. So that's it. Just going to get one sometime. This year sometime, right? As the year goes on and you hadn't made any steps to it, you can always say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next week. I'll do it next week. I'll do it tomorrow. And soon, tomorrow is December 29th, right? And now the year's about up. So you're moving into the next year and you have not got that goal. And sometimes it's like you will just completely forget about the goal, right? Because there's no due date on it. So you get all the way into, January 1st and 2nd, and you're just remembering that, man, I had so much that I didn't do last year. All these goals that I had planned. I had, you can pull out a little sheet that you had, you were going to do this, you were going to do that. And you're looking at it and it's like, I didn't do all this stuff, right? But if you have a date on it, as that date moves closer, you feel a little more anxious. Like, I have to get this done. This is something I said I was going to get done, right? And it's a lot more to staying on top of your goals than, creating smart goals. But that's just a starting point. And actually, if you continue to stay with me and listen to me, that's really kind of our basis here. We work on setting and reaching goals. So continue to be smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time specific. And get back with me at jnwfitlife@gmail.com, and continue to give me that feedback, and we'll continue to talk about it. Thank you very much.